Hello, folks. Welcome to our podcast. And today we have Michal Harakal with us. He's a very well-known member of the community. Has been involved with Android development, Kotlin, a little bit of machine learning lately. And here we are at KotlinConf, where you have been speaking, right? You held a session. So first, maybe you can introduce yourself a little bit and tell us how was the KotlinConf this year for you, and what's your main impression of it?
Okay, the KotlinConf, this one is the second one I am joining. I was last year in Copenhagen, and I really enjoyed the location here and the organization stuff, meeting a lot of people. And the funny thing is I could meet in the person for the first time people I know for example, from the Kotlin Slack or from the blogs. So it was like a really nice experience to have the meeting people in this kind of environment.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Well, you're a veteran here, and you are also a speaker, right?
Yeah.
You have been holding one session here. Can you tell us a little bit about what you were talking about?
I was talking about the open source library. I am keeping me wake up in the night for quite a longer time. Started as an idea almost 3 years ago, and now it's evolving in this thing which can be seen like something we could try out if it works. And it's about AI, it's about Kotlin, and it's about running intelligent application locally on your device. So we are dealing now with this topic of digital sovereignty. We are talking about having control on the AI, which is running on your device you have control about. We are talking about privacy. We are talking about energy consumption and so on. So this is something which I am playing a lot in the last time.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Well, you're mentioning AI. We can open this very big Pandora box and talk about the future of AI.
Let's try.
Yeah, we can do that. What's your take about the current state of the art of AI, maybe related to Kotlin? How do you see the future of Kotlin? Does it intertwine with AI? Are different paths? What do you think?
We can agree that AI can be useful on a different level, like having this as vibe coding, and also it's something which is also changing. If we want, if not, we already see impact usage of AI on the society. Like people get fired, like en masse from the big technology companies. It's something which is happening, and we can, as developers, can have a look on that. It's just a tool, something we have to learn how we hold it, not to hurt ourselves, and to get work done better. And I believe that it's so important to have a control over this tool that this was main of reasons of this project to be able to run and build application containing AI, whatever it means, if it's advanced machine learning models, smaller LLM combination, having complete pipelines containing multiple steps on that on your device.
Mm-hmm. Nice. You've talked also about a topic that is very interesting, which is sovereignty.
Yeah.
Right? With the current geopolitical conditions here in Europe, one of the things was, you should own your software, your models, your knowledge, your processes. Where do you think this is heading to?
Okay, we can talk also about this geopolitical stuff. This is clear. There are multiple players. We are kind of dependent on one of the bigger players coming from the States. What I am also concerned is also technical stuff. Imagine, and this is a situation we already have experience on the projects or in your private life, you build application which is using, doesn't matter from who, LLM. You will get the updates and your application fell apart because it's a better one, it's more powerful. So it means that you actually have to rewrite your prompts. And this is bringing a new engineering task like, okay, how we make sure, how we make unit tests for our AI applications. So you want to have kind of control over this. So you have developed this application with the model version XYZ, and if I'm delivering my application with the framework, it will always work. I don't care about the changes on the other side. And of course, they are meant well, like to save the inference costs on the server side, to provide you better experience. But if this is a part of your application, it's be hard to have this changing where you have no control. So this is something also, okay, give me a model, I own the model, I'm controlling the version over the model, and I can decide when I'm going to migrate to the newer, better version, maybe. And this is also about use cases. For example, if you are, again, in the context running AI on your device, for example, you don't need the big model telling you how tall is the Eiffel Tower if you are using this only for switching the lights off and on in your, let's say, smart home. So there is the like way you have to decide which one model works well for you and which one works for your application. So it's more application specific. And my idea is, and I didn't formulate like this before, but having like kind of like artifact or some module which you are delivering as a part of your solution, and you can easily, as a developer, can embed it into your application. Something similar you have with Maven dependency, you write your version, your artifact number, package name, and then you are fine to go. So something similar with the AI-backed applications or artifacts, but it brings, of course, another difficulties. Like, for example, even the smaller model, they are huge. So imagine your application is running on mobile phone, distributed on for 100,000 users. Nor Google nor Hugging Face will be happy if 100,000 people start to download their model at the same time. So then you have to deal again with a new, different technical difficulties. But the goal you have to be reminded on that is I really wanted to run this locally. And I was experienced having a lot of discussion about topics. Yeah, tokens are cheap, whatever, cloud is better. And they are right on many points. So I decided, okay, not argue on this. Let's start in the point. You come to me and you tell me, I really want to run this kind of application locally. And then SKaiNET, name of my library, can start coming in, and we can having discussion about hard engineering tasks. Which model you want to use, how you are selecting model, how you are making sure that it fits in the chip memory, because we are again talking about limited devices with not limited memory.
One last question. Is AI sustainable financially?
You mean you can make gains by using?
If, let's say, we pay one big company $250 per month for a subscription and they're burning 5,000?
I think the answer is not. It is clear that it's subsidized. So we will sure reach the point where we will have to pay. Somebody have to pay for the dinner. And it's the question of the time, who and when. So we better prepare for that, having, for example, control and use of open weights, open source models, to have a control and have also knowledge about technology, because there is a lot of stuff to do. You cannot like switch from in one day in order to, okay, let's run this and this model with this library. So this is like a lot of small engineering work has to be done, making sure you have enough memory, you have power, how do you scale, and so on. So it's something in this direction. And being sustainable in the time, how profitable it can be for you, it's a tool. So if you are using some advanced tool and you're doing it properly, you can have an advantage of this.
Well, Michal, thank you very much for the conversation. Maybe you can say where people can find you and how can they contact you?
I think believe that the easiest way is find me on the GitHub, on my project, and file the issue.
Okay. Michal Harakal in the Google, GitHub, or in your search engine?
On the GitHub, or just I have a small blog as my name in the German DE, so harakal.de, and you will find the links to the projects, to my talks, to my articles.
Excellent.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much and enjoy the KotlinConf.
Oh, really? Thank you. Cool. Thank you.